The only way a man can remain consistent amid changing circumstances is to change with them. Winston Churchill. The British tanks accurately reflect the nature of their owners. The Conqueror GC will suit those who look down on everyone. The Centurion Action X is for those who like big names. The Super Conqueror is for those who appreciate status above all. The Badger is perfect if you have nothing to fear. And the FV4005 is for those who have no shame. From this perspective, the new high-tier light tanks can be your opportunity to become the person pulling the strings. Stately and prim, they pour over the battlefield and do it in style. There are 4 vehicles ranging from Tier 7 to Tier 10, as swift as the Spitfire and as stealthy as MI6 agents. They complete the tech tree of British tanks. The way of these gentlemen, just like the English Civil War, starts with the Cromwell. The first in the collection is the Tier 7 GSR 3301 setter. It's a small tank with big ambitions. A bit higher than the LTG, it features marvelous concealment, a decent view range, a nice gun, and good dynamics. Its small size adds the opportunity to dodge enemy shells. Almost always.
Roll, Britannia, Britannia, roll the waves. Britons never, never, never will be slaves.
The situation is more interesting at Tier 8. The vehicle there is the LHM-TV. Basically, it's a faster, more powerful, and more dangerous version of its predecessor. The concealment is just as good, but the armor is as significant as the British shilling. Overall, the gun gets its job done. The damage per shot is 230. The rate of fire is 6 shots per minute. But what impresses the most is that the armor penetration with a standard shell is 226 millimeters. No other Tier 8 light tank can do this. The LHM-TV combines 2 playstyles. The view range and concealment subtly hint at passive scouting. Its style is to occupy advantageous positions and observe, but only until you remember its gun. Causing damage upon its own spotting is as natural for this British as being the eyes for its team. The main thing is to stay undetected.
Roll, Britannia, Britannia, roll the waves. Britons never, never, never will be slaves.
The next stage of the British light tank development is the GSOR 3301 AVR FS. Just like previous tanks, it's an excellent scout. Lower than the AMX 1390. Maneuverable, with good view range and no armor. If the chance appears, it can hit back, but prefers not to get involved in back alley brawls. He's a gentleman, after all.
Roll, Britannia, Britannia, roll the waves. Britons never, never, never will be slaves.
Tier 10 is occupied by the Manticore, a monster with a body of a light tank, a gun of a battleship, and ambitions of a king. Its gun is obviously not that big, but it's the pride of the British nation. The damage per shot of 390 with good armor penetration is a nice point for any discussion, but you shouldn't lose self-control. Its long reload time limits the appetite of this sir. At the start of battle, Manticore drivers should rely on the other advantages of this vehicle: concealment and view range. The experienced players know the favorite enemy trails. That's why you need to occupy positions with a good view. Its concealment will help you remain unspotted, while the view range inclines to passive scouting. When your first mission is completed and your teammates have taken advantage of your initial spotting, it's time to think about the future. The freedom to act is important for a scout, but the other side also has light tanks. Here's where your gun steps in. It's a monumental thing, just like the Magna Carta. Opponents can hardly protect themselves from it. The British Scout becomes active in the last third of a battle. The top speed is 68 kilometers per hour. The specific power is more than 40 horsepower per ton. It easily figures out the positions of the remaining opponents and takes out those with low hit points. And when duty calls, the Brit plays the role of an aggressive attacker. Its gun can decide the outcome of a battle. However, the Manticore has a little secret. Despite all its prim manner, it can also show a completely opposite side. The side of a Green Street hooligan. Is there a mob chasing you? Retreat, stop, and hit them in the face. Then repeat. Your concealment helps to keep almost any opponent at a safe, non-spotting distance. The gun gives you an opportunity to bite hard or finish them off, while the dynamics let you do this many times. Controlling opponents at distance and using alpha damage. That's what the Manticore was made for. To some extent, the British light tanks are a pleasure for connoisseurs, for those who have more light tanks in their garage than any other, and the minimap view range circles imprinted on their retina. The vehicles for concentrated and composed gentlemen.